Here we are continuing on this UI. UI here it is user interface. Here UI here it is a user interface. Here it is a user interface. We can create this user interactive page by learning that list of all topics are here. Here that list of all topics are here. One is HTML 4 and 5. Second topic CSS 2 and 3. Third topic here JavaScript. Here fourth one here it is jQuery. Here fifth Ajax. Here sixth responsive design. Here responsive design. 7 will be here Bootstrap. Here 8th one will be here lessons as programming. Here 9th one will be here project. Here project, and 10th one here it is exam. Total duration of my content will be here 2 months. I'm going to continue next 2 months on all these topics. Here UI means here it is a user interface. To create this user interactive page, here UI means it is a user interface. To create this user interactive page, we have to learn all this. See here on 9 o'clock session, 9th December 2024 at 9 p.m. at demo 1. Okay. Yeah. Here in this UI, here it is a user interface, and this list of all topics all are like this. Okay. Here, first of all, what is UI? When you enter any URL in the browser, whatever application you can see, suppose if you enter www.http:// here www.google.com. So you can see that Google homepage for us. You can see here that Google homepage. You can find one search option. Once you click on the search option, your data will be redirected to server. Here my input page will be redirected to server. Here this front end will connect to server, server connected to database. Here this is our UI page. Our front end page is connecting with the server page, server connecting to database, database back to server. Server will give you one resultant page for us, that is our UI page. Server is giving one resultant page for us, that is our UI. Here starting page is a UI page and resultant page is also a UI page. Here totally MVC architecture, model view controller architecture we always follow. This is what here view part. Here we are following here MVC. Here model view controller architecture. Here model view controller architecture we always follow to design that. Here to design this type of architecture. Here model part, view part, controller part. Here second. Here we are following here MVC architecture. This MVC here, it is a model view controller architecture. Here model part, we can write it. Here model part, view part, controller part, we can use it. Here model part is by server program. Controller is also by server program. View part is our UI programming. View part, we will use it here as our UI programming. Here we always follow model view controller architecture to design our output. Here model part, view part, controller part, we will use it. Here this is our server program, this is our office. Here server page here, PHP, Java, .NET, Python, etc. all comes under server programs. Databases are here, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, here MongoDB, here etc. all server programs. Databases. Here these all list of databases, these all list of server programs. This is our UI programming. We always follow MVC structure to design our output. MVC here it is model. Okay. Here model view controller architecture we always follow to design our output. In this model view controller architecture, here we are designing only the view part of our application. We are designing only the view part. Only the view part of the application we are designing in our UI programming. We are not going to learn any server, any database in this. In this UI part, we are going to learn only the front end. This front end here, example for this front end here, if you check this facebook.com, here, if you check this facebook.com here, this is our Facebook application. This Facebook, when you right click inspect element on this, here, when you right click inspect element on this, in this, you can see that here, see doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. You can check it. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code. Doc type HTML head and body. See, if you submit this application form, this data will be redirected to server. This is our UI program. UI will be connected to server, server connected to database. Here, this URL is related to, here, this URL is related to, here our front end UI. Here is our UI is connecting with the page. PHP is connecting with the database. This is totally MVC architecture. Model view controller architecture we will follow to design our output. Model view controller architecture. In this, server part is PHP, view part is our UI, database part here, any database, SQL, SQL Server, any database you can use. Yeah, this is one example. When you right click inspect element, whatever code you can see, that is our UI code. Here, when you right click inspect element, whatever content you can see, that is our UI code. Here, you can check it here. That UI code will be here. It is doc type HTML, HTML start, HTML close. Here itself, we can see that here head and body tag. Head and body tag you can show for our execution. Head tag inside the section, here inside the head section, whatever script I can show you here, this is here JavaScript. Here, whatever style I'll show you here, that is what CSS. Here it is JavaScript code and this is what here CSS code. JavaScript and CSS code for our program we can show to the user by this. Here script tag I'm using here to show that JavaScript, style tag I'm using here to show that CSS. Here inside the body tag, whatever tag I'm going to show, I'm going to write, these all comes under HTML. HTML, all tags, we generally write it inside the body. Here, any HTML application generally follow any web page will standard code will be doc type HTML. Here, doc type HTML head and body. Doc type HTML head and body is the standard code of HTML. Under this, head tag and body tag, we'll use it as our application. In our application, write our CSS and JavaScript code. Here, body tag is used to write body part of our application. Total body content, generally we'll write it inside the body tag. Here we are following doc type HTML head and body. Head is used to add header information. Body tag is used to add body part of our application. Here inside the script, here only you can find it here. Script I'm using here to show that JavaScript code. Here script I'm using here to write JavaScript code. Style I'm using here to write that CSS code. Here CSS code. Here itself. Here CSS. JavaScript code we used to write here total JavaScript code we can write and total CSS code we can write. Here in this time, here this is what here totally HTML. HTML here is a hypertext markup language, but instruction to the browser. We can give our instructions to the browser in the form of tags. Here, these tags are here, pair and unpair, all HTML tags, we can write it. Here, JavaScript code we are writing here to add that script tag we are using here to add JavaScript code. CSS code we are using here to add that CSS content for our program. CSS we are using here to write the style part for our application. Okay, here we are writing here JavaScript code, we are writing here CSS code. Here script tag I'm using here to write that JavaScript code. Here JavaScript code and the style tag I'm using here to write that CSS. Okay, so HTML is a hypertext markup language. It basically creates the skeleton part of the web page. If you check, this is one web page. In this, that basic skeleton of the web page is by HTML. That code will be like this. Suppose if you remove this head section, delete the head part. See, I deleted the head part for this application. See, you can see total content of this Facebook, but see here, it is not properly aligned. It is showing total content, but it is not showing the proper alignment for this content. Here, this type of output here, whatever application it is displaying here, this type of output is because of here only HTML. If you use only HTML for our program, that output will come less. So now once you refresh, all will back. Here I'm removing the body part. Just to delete the body part for our program. See, I removed the body part for my application. See, it is not showing any output for us. Here I removed the body for my application. See, it is here. There is no content here. Here, if I remove the body part for my application, see, you cannot see any output here. By this, you can understand here, body part is used to write here body, all HTML tags. Buttons, radio button, checkbox, drop down list, all we will write it with this body tag. Here with this head tag, we usually write it here, all our HTML tags. Head tags, inside the head tag, we usually write it CSS code. See, if I don't write the head section, you cannot see any proper alignment. So that is because of CSS. If you don't write the body section, you cannot see any output for this. So this is what here, body part for our application. Here I'm writing here head and body in this time. So head tag is used to write header information that will give alignment. Body tag is used to write body part of our application. Here body part of our application will be here. Here, body tag is used to write body part of our application. That body part, generally we will write it here. Body part of the application, we'll write it inside the body tag. In that, we'll write all HTML tags. Buttons, radio button, checkbox, drop down list, all we'll write it inside the body. So now up to this head and body completed, HTML tags, how to write it, we observed. Next I'm going for here, if you want to change the color of this button, right click, inspect element on this button. See here, you can see some code here. This code is related to CSS. If you want to change the color of this button, see that color will be affected for this button. See, whatever color I'll select that button, it is showing here in that color. So whatever color changes we are doing here, that color is affecting on this button. Here, that is because of here CSS. Because of CSS, you can change background colors, borders, alignment of the text, everything we can do it with this. Here, text related, font related, styles, all we will write it with this CSS. Next, we can go for here, all HTML tags, we use it here to write that HTML tags. Here, CSS code for our application, we will write it with this. Here, we can write it here, HTML tags. Under this HTML tags, we can use it here, that all HTML tags, how to write it for our program. And we observed it, the HTML, alignment and colorful structure is by CSS. Now I'll submit this application form. So by that, I'll get error messages. Here, this error messages, we will get it because of JavaScript. Here, because of JavaScript, here CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. Here is cascading style sheet, it will add it here, style part of the web page. Style part of web page, we can create it with this CSS. Style part here, that backgrounds, borders, text related, font related styles, you can write it with the CSS. Here CSS, here it is cascading style sheet. Under this background related properties, we can write it with this. Here background colors, borders, text related styles, font related styles, all we will write it with this CSS. Basically, alignment for our application, we can write it with this CSS. Next, JavaScript here. JavaScript adds functionality to our application. Here, third topic here, functionality of web page. Web page, we can create it using JavaScript. Using JavaScript, we can add functionality to our application. Functionality here. Here, validation form, cookie creations, local storages, session storages, we will write it with this JavaScript. Here, because of this JavaScript only, we can add functionality to our application. This functionalities are here. Here, cookie creations, local storages, session storages, all we will write it with this JavaScript. Here, JavaScript, it will add it here, basically, validation of the application form. If you submit any data, how to submit that data, how to check that animation. Here, validations, local storages, all we will learn it with this JavaScript. Here, because of JavaScript, we can add functionality to our application. See, if I submit my application form, I can see that red color error message is, that is because of JavaScript. Here, JavaScript we are using here to add this functionality to our application. Next, jQuery. Next topic. See, I'm showing you what all topics I'm going to cover. In that, each topic brief information I'm explaining in today's session. Today's session is a brief information about each topic. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start my topic 1, that is HTML4. Okay, today I'll cover each topic introduction, and Monday to Friday I'll take topic sessions. Saturdays I'll continue on project session. One Saturday project session, one Saturday exam. One Saturday project, one Saturday exam. Like that I'll continue my class. Here in this, everyday class I'll upload it in one drive. I already created one Gmail drive for your batch. In that drive only I'll upload my everyday class files. Okay, here everyday class file I'll upload it in one Gmail drive. Here 8:30 p.m. drive I already created for your batch. In that drive only I'm uploading everyday class. Everyday class recordings, programs, paint files, documents, everything I'm uploading here in that drive. Okay, so everyday class related document I'm uploading here in that drive. Okay. Yeah. Here now you can check it here. What all here? First we observed UI introduction. Second we observed HTML4 introduction. Third we observed JavaScript introduction. Fourth JavaScript and CSS. CSS 1 JavaScript. Here these all basic introduction, just one line information I'm explaining. And everyday class I'm uploading in one Gmail drive. Here this drive I'll share with you. See, recordings folder. Here all recordings I'll upload it here in the recordings folder. Here in the programs folder, everyday class programs I'll upload it here in the programs folder. Paint file, I'll upload all the paint files here. Next, documents, everyday class related document I'll upload here in the documents folder. Here we can test, all we can test. So once I conduct any test on any topic, starting HTML4, I'll conduct one test. After that, CSS2, one more test, JavaScript, one more test. Like that, I'll conduct one test for one topic. Only multiple choice questions I'll give you. Here in that, you can write your answers. Here, everyday class related document I'll upload, and class related, topic related question paper I'll upload it here. See here, exam 1 on HTML4, exam 2 on CSS2. See, like this, and JavaScript, one more exam, jQuery, one more exam. Like that, I'll continue. Okay, so every topic wise question paper, I'll upload it in your drive. And here, recordings, everyday class recordings, I'll upload it here in the recordings folder. Here, next Monday to Friday topic, Saturdays, one Saturday, one Saturday exam. Next 2 months, I'm going to continue on all our topics. Here, if you want to be a front-end developer, you have to complete these all topics. Along with that, any one framework. JavaScript related framework, if you complete it, Angular or React or Node, if you complete it, then only here, if you complete any framework, then only you will called as a front-end developer. Present who are working in the front-end, they have to know about all these front-end programmings and along with the framework. Angular or React or Node, if you complete it, then only you will be a framework level developer. Next, here jQuery. jQuery is a external library of Java. Here, jQuery is one more topic here. It is an external library of JavaScript. It's an external library. So here, now you can find it here, jQuery 3.7.1.js. You can find it here, jQuery cycle.js. You can find it here, jQuery rippled validation.js. Here you can find it here, jQuery UI.js. Like this, you can find different jQueries, different effects. You can check it. See, I'll show you here, jQuery cycle. Just if you search for jQuery cycle, you can find it here, cyclic rotation of images. Here, one by one, different slideshow effect, you can check it. Here, different slideshow effect, you can check it here with this cycle. See, I'll show you that effect here, that slideshow effect. Here, see, here. Shuffling effect. This is slideshow only, but different way of slideshow. See, this is shuffling effect, zooming effect, fading effect. Here it is one image to another image, fading effect. Here turn down effect. Here connects effect. Here scroll right effect. Here this type of output we can show to the user by here. This type of effect we can show to the user by JavaScript. Sorry, jQuery. Here shuffling, zooming, fading, scroll right, curtain X, different slideshow. This different slideshow is because of jQuery. Next one, here if you check it here, jQuery validations. So just if you search for jQuery validation, you can find it here, all types of validations for our application. Here, jQuery related validations for our program, you can check it. See, if I click on this demo, see, you find it here, jQuery related stuff, jQuery validation of the application form, you can check it. Once you submit your application form, your data will be submitted. See, once I click submit button, I'm able to submit and I'm getting error messages. This error messages is because of here, this error messages all are jQuery validation.js. jQuery validation.js. So because of that, we are getting output like this. Next one, here, next topic of our content here, Ajax. Here itself, you can find it here. Ajax is it's a asynchronous JavaScript and XML. It is a combination of JavaScript and XML. It is an asynchronous process. It is not synchronous, it is asynchronous. Asynchronous JavaScript and XML, we call it as Ajax. In this Ajax time, so client will send the request to server. Server has to give their response in this time without refreshing or without redirection. Here, without redirection, if you get output for our application, that is Ajax. Here, without refreshment, without redirection, if you get output for our application, that only we call it as Ajax. Here, Ajax is an asynchronous process. Here, without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output for our application, that only we call it as Ajax. In this Ajax time, you can check it here. If you open any bank site or anything, you can see one chatting window. Here, chat window is the best example for Ajax call. Here, in this Ajax call, you can check chat window, chatting window. Menu bar is a synchronous call. If you check any menu from this menu bar, see, I want to check about some of the menu bar here. See, if I click anything in this menu bar, it is redirecting and displaying the output. If anything is redirecting and giving the output, that is here, that is what here, synchronous call. But if you check for asynchronous here, asynchronous call time, here, if you click on it, it is redirecting my application like this. Here, here, without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output for our application, this is what here, Ajax. Here, now if you click on it, you can see that here, that execution like this. See here, UPI limit, that limit information, it is printing. Here like this, you can see that here, other services. I want to know about the other services or some information related to some other. These all, we can check it here in this. See, here, go back to main menu. See, main menu, main menu. Cards. See, I want to know about the cards. Here, credit cards. See here, I'm going to get all credit cards. See, this is the information. It is without redirection, without refreshment I'm getting here. This is because of Ajax. Here, just because of Ajax only, we are getting this type of output for us. Here, this way only we can execute our program. This is what here Ajax call. Because of Ajax call only, we are going to get the output for our application like this. Here, next one, after this Ajax, here here asynchronous JavaScript and XML is Ajax. Without redirection, without refreshment, if you get output for our application, that is Ajax. So we observed chatting window is the best example for this Ajax. Next topic here, responsive design. Responsive design here, you will understand how to develop our application for mobile phone, tablet, desktop, etc. etc. In all different resolution, how to show our output that you will understand under responsive design. Under responsive design, you will understand here how to develop our application for mobile phone, tablet, desktop. For mobile phone, tablet, desktop, in all different resolution, how to show our output that you will understand under this responsive design. Here, under responsive design, you will understand how to develop our application for different resolution that you can see here in the responsive design. See, now I'll change my screen size. See, I want to close this chat window. Here, I want to change my screen size here. Here. See, now I'm changing my screen size here, full screen. Here, I'll close this chat window here. Close. See, I want to change the screen size. See here. Menu bar is converting into horizontal menu bar. Here, generally, vertical menu bar will be converted into horizontal menu bar. See here, like this. Just before it is vertical, now it is vertical now. Just before it is horizontal. So this type of conversion, here it is by here. If you click on it, you can see here, this type of output is by here responsive design. Because of responsive design, we are getting all output for our application like this. Here, next one, when you change your screen size, it automatically affects like this. Okay, so this type of output we can show to the user by responsive design. Next, we can write it here. Here, we are writing here, next topic here, Bootstrap. Here, Bootstrap is a framework. It's a framework of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. HTML, CSS, JavaScript framework only, we call it as Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a ready-made structure. It's a ready-made architecture. Here it is a Bootstrap. It's a ready-made file. Here it is a ready-made architecture. Because of this Bootstrap, we can easily develop our application. Here, because of this Bootstrap, you can easily develop your output. Inbuilt responsive structure. Here, inbuilt CSS will be available. With that, you can easily develop your output. Okay, when you go for Bootstrap, easily we can develop our application by using this Bootstrap. Last topic here, lessons as. Here, lessons as it is a super set of CSS. CSS only, but something extra in that. So that is lessons as. Lessons as it is a super set of CSS. Something extra, we will learn it under CSS that we can see here under this lessons as. Lessons as is a super set of CSS. Here, responsive design, lessons as, all these topics we are going to learn under this. Responsive design time, you will understand how to develop our application for mobile phone, tablet, desktop. In lessons as time, you will understand how to develop our application for different resolution. Here, it is a super set of CSS. CSS only, something extra we will learn it under CSS that you will see here under lessons as. Bootstrap is an inbuilt structure. So like this, you can see here all our output. Here, user interface here, UI. Under this, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these all topics I'm going to cover. Today, I explain here each topic brief information. Just each topic brief information I have covered up to now. Okay. So up to now, if you have any doubt anywhere in our topic, you can ask, please. Up to now, any doubts? Just I explained today only the brief information about the topics. Tomorrow I'll start the first topic, HTML4. For that, how to install Visual Studio Code, how to run our program, I'll explain to you. Up to now, any doubts? Yes, please, any doubts? Ved Prakash, Dir, Diba, Bharat.
No.
No doubt, ma'am.
Diba, you attended demo in the last week, right? So you can complete your registration. So by that we can, you will get my drive access. Okay. Diba. If you complete your registration, so definitely you can get. Okay, they send this link, right? So today I'll get your mail address from organizer. So by that I'll share my drive access with you. Only Ved Prakash and Bharat, if you are interested to continue my class, so complete your registration. In the chat window, they mentioned everything about my class related, that registration process and all they shared in the chat window. So you can check that chat window for my class regular link. Okay, tomorrow I'll class my topic 1. So demonstration completed today. If any new student join from tomorrow, so for them I'll take separate backup session. Yeah, today we completed demonstration. Today only we completed all introduction parts. So tomorrow we'll start our topic 1. In that I'll explain to you how to write our all programs, how to where I'll share my programs, my drive access, my email address, everything you will get it once you complete all this. Yeah. Once we complete that registration process, you will get my total drive access. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Total drive in the sense, ma'am, are we able to access other batch recording videos also?
Other batches?
Recordings also are there because if you
No,
want to
recording
refer.
8:30 PM recording only. This 9 o'clock recording will be available 9 only.
Okay. Any previously started batches recordings will not be there. That link.
Sorry, this recordings?
Any previous batch recordings are not available in the link, ma'am.
Do you want only pre-recorded sessions?
Yes, ma'am. I don't think so I can able to attend daily because I am working employee. At 9 maybe I may have some meetings. Okay. Today I'm free, that's why I'm joined. Like, not sure whether I'm able to join daily. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, in the chat window, they given one number. DURGASOFT person given one number in the chat window. Just contact that number. Then they'll contact you. They'll tell you how to get my pre-recorded sessions.
Okay.
So that's it for today. We'll meet. That's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll continue on the first topic, installation procedure and implementation part. Thank you.
Thank you.